The first thing I'm going to do with my round tortillas is make little squares. So I'm just going to cut off the 4 rounded parts to make a rectangle or square. It does not have to be perfect. So when you finish, you'll get your 4 rounded edges and you'll have your little square. And I went ahead and cut 2 because this recipe is going to make 2 of these because I'm going to store one. Either I'm going to put it in the refrigerator or freeze it. And then what I'm going to do with the edges is I'm going to cut those up into smaller pieces and I'm going to bake to make some crackers. And then I will use the squares, the 2 squares, to make peanut butter and jelly pinwheels. I'm going to start my little square tortillas by just toast them with a little butter on the eye. I just want to toast them, and to me it makes them taste a little bit better. So I'm going to melt just a little bit of butter all around. I'm not going to even use all of it. I'll use it for the other side. And while I'm starting those to toast, I'm going to preheat my oven to 400 for the crackers. So I'm just going to get my crackers ready. I'm just going to lay them on parchment. I've already put a little bit of oil on the outside, and now I'm going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. So I'm just going to take the Parmesan cheese and just sprinkle a little on. That gives it a little cheesier cracker and a little bit more texture to the cracker. So I'm not going to put a lot, just a little bit of the cheese. And once the oven's preheated to 400, I'm going to put them in for 10 minutes. Okay, so once it's toasted on, once I just slightly, not even to make it crisp, I just want to toast it a little bit, I'll turn it over and toast the other side. For the next ingredient to the peanut butter and jelly pinwheels will be the strawberries. So I'm just going to take about 6 grams of carb strawberries, 6 strawberries. One medium strawberry has a little less than 1 gram. So I've got some smaller, medium, large. So this is approximately 6 grams. That's total carbs. So they have a little bit of fiber, but we'll just say 6. So I've just finely chopped up, not even pureed completely, my strawberries in my little Ninja bullet. I love this. I use it to make salsa and pretty much anything. So I'm going to rinse off the blades. And then I'm going to cook the strawberries just a little bit on the oven. So for my tortilla, I do not want it to get crispy. I just want to barely toast it or you won't be able to roll it up. So just a little bit. I do it mostly just to kind of fill in with the butter. Not necessary. So I'm going to do one that's toasted and one that's not. The one that I'm going to freeze and store, I'm not even going to put in the pan. So to the finely chopped strawberry puree, whatever you want to call it, you can do it finer or you can do it thicker, however you think you would like it on your pinwheels. Just going to put it on some low heat. And then I'm taking my monk fruit, 1 teaspoon of monk fruit, and adding it to the strawberries. So I like the monk fruit sweetener when I'm baking or cooking with it. It seems to have more of a sugary taste without an aftertaste. It has a little bit of a cool, but not much, not compared to some of the others. So I'm just gonna mix that up and let it heat up a little, and just to get some kind of juices going so it's more like jelly. And like I said, if you want it to be more like jelly, you can chop up. So once the strawberries have finished, they'll be a little runny, and I'm going to just let them cool off a little bit while I start spreading the peanut butter. So you can use the all natural, you can use whatever peanut butter it is that you like or you normally use for keto. Of the creamy normal brands, Peter Pan tends to have the least carbs. You can see in 2 tablespoons there's 6 grams total, 2 grams fiber. So in 2 tablespoons there's 4 net carbs. I'm using 3. That's a lot of peanut butter for 2 of my pinwheels. So 3 would give you 6 total, 6 net carbs. And so the strawberries also had about 5 or 6 net carbs. The tortillas are the carb counter tortillas. They have, and for the peanut butter and jelly, I like the flour looking ones. I don't use the wheat or the tomato basil. I like these. So they have a total of 4 net carbs, 15 total minus 11 dietary. So, and we're of course not using the whole tortilla. We use some of it for crackers. So you're looking at 6, so 12, and a total of probably 7. So we're looking at 19 for 2 of these pinwheel sets of carbs, and that's a lot, 19. But I usually only eat a half of pinwheel, and you'll see when I roll it up and cut it out for you. It's a lot. So if we divide it in half, you're looking at 9.5 per tortilla. So we'll look at 1 tortilla first. All I'm going to start doing is layering the peanut butter on, and then I will layer the strawberry mixture on. I have the peanut butter now smeared on. It's thick in some places, thin, but I like to get it all over the tortilla. It doesn't have to be even. If you want it even, because you need it even, that's fine, but you're going to roll it up, so it doesn't matter. So now I'm just going to start. Okay, the strawberries have cooled a bit, so they're not as runny. They're still a little bit runnier than I like, but I'm going to mix them in. I'm going to kind of blend them in with the peanut butter, so it's not going to matter as much. So I took about half of the strawberry mixture, maybe not even that much. I might not even use the whole amount. And I kind of like to blend it in so it's not as runny. Okay, so now we're going to start rolling it up. Once you get these strawberry and peanut butter spread like you want, I start with real thin. I try not to squeeze it out too much or it's going to roll right off the edge. And just roll it up like this. Get a little bit looser as I go because you're going to lose some of your filling. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to let it sit there, and I'm going to do the second one. I like to freeze the whole tortilla roll, the PB&J pinwheel, just because it makes it easier and nicer to cut. It's not so messy. So I usually get 8 or 9. Here I have 8 because I ate one. It would have been 9 from that one, and I have one whole one left. So I'm just going to freeze this one for later. And so I want to show you kind of what I use them for. So at work, most of the time I have access to heat something up, but there are days that I'm on the go or days that I don't have access to heating something up and I need to take a cold lunch like a salad. But on those days, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. So these are some hit the craving spot snack ideas, or those quick on the go lunches. So I'll usually take 4 of these. They're about 1 carb a piece, so that's 4 carbs. Sugar-free Jello, 2 another carb, so fat bombs, 1 net. If you're not familiar with these Slim Fast, this 1 net carb is like a peanut butter cup. This one's a caramel cup instead of peanut butter. Any kind of cheese. This one is pepper jack with some peppers in it. And then your 100 calorie nut packs. So the almonds and the walnuts. So it's 100 calories. 3 carbs, but 2 of those are fiber. So you're looking at 1 carb, 1 carb, 1 carb, 1 carb a piece, 1 carb, and then Gatorade Zero. I like to have Gatorade Zero at least a half a bottle twice a day. I don't usually drink more than the one, it's the little bottle, just to get the electrolytes. Another thing, you can take pickles with this. This is kind of sweet treat or hit the spot treat, and pork rinds. So that would be a quick, easy go-to keto snack box for on the go. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for upcoming keto to go, upcoming keto easy quick meals.